Okay. Good morning, all. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So, we are starting the second day, second session of our student induction program. Today, we have with us Shri Satyanarayana Raju sir from Nagarjuna Group of Institutions. On behalf of the management, the principal, all the faculties of our MEA Polytechnic and the students, we heartily welcome Shri Satyanarayana Raju sir. Welcome, sir.
Welcome. Thank you.
So, I would like to introduce Satyanarayana Raju sir. Presently, he is working as a chief mentor, HR and counseling in Nagarjuna Group of Institutions, Bangalore. He is working in this position since August 2014 till date. He has conducted more than 200 training sessions to the students and professionals on study skills, communication skills, and career development since 2000. He has organized more than 100 workshops on health, stress management, meditation, and such workshops to the school teachers and college professors. He has conducted 50 workshops on public speaking to paramilitary BSF officers, conducted 40 orientation sessions on behavior skills and people handling skills, fine arts students through Chartered Accountants Association of India. He has conducted more than 200 sessions on public speaking to engineering students. His biodata experience is very, very big. His specialized domains are teaching communication skills, public speaking mentoring, soft skill coaching. He has conducted the seminars on the value education, human values. He has facilitated the training sessions on the laughter yoga and stress coping skills also. Let me read out some of the achievements. He has conducted stress management and laughter yoga workshops in many European universities funded by European Union. He has also visited so many foreign countries like Germany, Switzerland, Czech Republic, Austria, Singapore, Malaysia, China, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Mauritius, Nepal, and Dubai to conduct the training sessions and to attend training programs. He has other specializations. Let me read it out. The educational awards and certificates in the public speaking which he got are: he is a distinguished Toastmaster, DTM. It is the highest award in the Toastmasters Club. He has got the Leadership Excellence Award, Advanced Communicator Gold Award, Advanced Leader Silver Award. Leadership achievements and certificates which he got were Ambassador, then past President of Sunshine Toastmasters Club, RT Nagar, Bangalore, past Division Governor, past Division Secretary, presently mentor and member in Beachy Toastmasters Club. Founded 3 Toastmasters Club and 2 Gavel Clubs for the students. Founding mentor of Beachy Toastmaster Club and Resonance Toastmaster Club, Bangalore. Let me bring it to your notice his qualifications. Masters in Human Resource Management, then Licentiate in Civil Engineering, Certificate in Counseling, Certificate in Yoga, certificate in laughter yoga, certificate in trainers training, certificate course in meditation practices, postgraduate diploma in computer applications, and diploma in multimedia applications. He has done so many community services, has organized many youth empowerment programs through various non-government organizations. He has conducted more than 400 free laughter yoga sessions to underprivileged children and senior citizens. He is involved in many charity projects through Rotary and Lions Club. He has organized 50 plus blood donation camps and donated blood more than 30 times. He has few more achievements also. Maybe because of the time scarcity, I am unable to read it. It's very, very big, and definitely this profile is an inspiration for all of us and our students also, sir. So once again, I heartily welcome Shri Satyanarayana Raju sir on the Zoom platform. You are welcome to our Zoom induction program, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Ravindranath. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are very much audible.
After listening to you almost 5 minutes of introduction, I felt very happy and glad. Even some of the facts that you told me, I forgot. Maybe since you have asked my resume, I have shared it. You have magnanimously shared for almost 5 minutes, which makes me delighted and happy only when I do good job today. Otherwise, the piece of introduction doesn't matter to run this show unless each one of you and the student cooperate with me for at least 1 hour. I would like to thank Mr. Ravindra for giving me this wonderful opportunity working as a lecturer in one of the oldest polytechnic colleges in Bangalore, started in 1958. I have not born by that year. I was wondering, students who are all studying in this college, they are so lucky to study in such a wonderful old historical college. That means after getting independence, almost around 2 plus 3 plus 8, after 11 years of independence, your school got, school or polytechnic college got into existence. Such a old historical college. I was wondering, I would have, God would have given me a chance to study in your college. Maybe by this time, some of your alumni members might have completed polytechnic from your college, went on to study BTech and MTech, PhD, and might have their own companies in various countries. I don't know about their details. Maybe Ravindra can give me or share those details later. But each one of you attend this program have the potential not only to study polytechnic and 90 or 95 score, or you can get into world-class BTech college starting from BITS Pilani or any government engineering college. You can move further and go for MS in any country, particularly in Europe or America, Canada. You can go for masters the way my son has moved just 1 month back to Boston in US for his masters after completing his BTech in BMS. So he worked for 1.5 years. He said, Dad, I want to do research. I took bank loan. I sent him to Boston to study one of the best colleges in the world. So when I look at each one of you, I feel like each one of you are my children. There's no much difference. When I consider human values, love, affection, gratitude, when I think in those value perspective, all of you are my family members, because I believe Vasudhaika Kutumbam means one family on this planet. We are all called human beings, same blood, same flesh. Only the way I think and you think differs. Otherwise, all human beings belong to one family. And second one is, we have only one planet called Earth. Whatever you want to do, move around, you have to do here only. You may call India, America. For me, if you go little higher than where you are right now and look at the planet, for that matter, you got a chance or an invitation from Jeff Bezos, Amazon owner, has given me a free chance to visit moon in his rocket. When you look this beautiful planet Earth from the moon, it looks like a single entity. It looks like single entity. There are no boundaries that we kept. Those boundaries we kept. On the map, Just a practically administrative purpose. Otherwise, there is no boundary. There is nothing called India or America. Is planet Earth, Mother Earth. Can you think in that perspective? I belong to Mother Earth. I belong to a single family. And I have few values, set of values, what Raju was referring today morning, set of values, love, gratitude, affection. All human beings on this planet have only those 9 human values that I'm going to discuss in the presentation. And the last one I'm talking about, please remember, you have only one life. Please. You can, if you don't like the movie, you can get out and go for the next movie in the mall. You have 8 screens. You just come out, buy a ticket, can enter into one more movie. You don't like the ice cream, you can throw and buy one more ice cream. If you don't like this program, you can exit. With due respect, Satyanarayan, I'm feeling very bored about your workshop. With a folded hand, I will tell you, please exit, do something else. Because we don't crores of the people to transform this globe or India. We need one more Mahatma Gandhi, one more. We need maybe one more Abdul Kalam. We don't need crores of the people to transform this earth. We need a handful of, a bunch of people like you on this Tuesday morning, attending this this online webinar is not a simple assignment, my dear students. I have not attended any online class till I become 49. When the pandemic hit, I started exploring attending online workshop. Started conducting online workshop at the age of 51. Now, when I look at each one of you, just crossed 17 or 15 or 16, attending online workshop from a person sitting at Hebbal Bhubaneswari Srinagar. But you can attend online workshop from a faculty called John or a Joseph from Harvard, from MIT, from IIT. You can attend any session by anyone from any corner. I want to tell you, you are all blessed. You are all 1 lakh times fortunate than me, because I studied in an elementary school. Old school is 20 by 80. I'm telling you, even some of your bedrooms are bigger than my elementary school. I'm telling you, 20 feet width, 80 feet length. So that's the government elementary school. They have made 5 partitions inside, wood partition. Somebody teaching in the 5th standard, when I was in 1st standard, I used to hear what 5th standard teacher is saying, teaching, because only wooden partitions. And my school fees, just 5 rupees per year. I'm not joking. My school fees from 1st standard to 5th standard in a Telugu medium government school, in a 20 by 80, 5 rupees per year. I have come from such background, reached a background where European government has funded my whole 1-month trip to teach universities in Switzerland, Austria, Poland, every day one country. Travel 16 countries with government funding, because they studied my profile, where I come from, how I grew up, how I transformed with the available resources. So people always talk about like this. If I born to Ambani, I would have done this. If I born to Tata, I would have done this. The question is not if and but. You are already born on this beautiful planet to a beautiful parent. Can you do something today which is memorable? So on that note, let me get into the main important presentation. I thank your principal Chandrasekhar sir for giving me this opportunity, and your MEI Polytechnic Rajaji Nagar seems to be very, very beautiful. If time and effort, if time and my fortune permits, definitely I visit your college and meet each one of you before you move to first, second year or third year. I'll come and meet you, and I want to give a shake hand to each one of you. I want to see all your smiles face to face, but that I cannot do. See, I cannot give a shake hand right now. I cannot see the face of 220 students are attending. Unless you unmute and ask a question, end of session, I cannot have that practical face-to-face session on this online Zoom. But the advantage is I am attending from my home, coordinating from his home. All of you are attending from your bedroom. That is the advantage. But what is the disadvantage is you can exit anytime. What is the disadvantage I have? I cannot see you face-to-face, but I can share the knowledge which I share in the offline class. There is no difference for me as a faculty. Either it is online or offline. I give my best. But the question is, are you interested to learn a line or two? Are you interested to learn a paragraph, which I have learned by traveling 16 countries from even in India, Himalayas to Kanyakumari, I traveled across. Are you interested to learn a line, a quote, a paragraph from today's workshop? Then your purpose is served. You don't have to worry about my PPT that I made yesterday night till 2 o'clock by compiling so much of data. It doesn't matter if you are not interested to learn a paragraph. Okay, so now the Guru and Shishya relation should be established. Okay, so that's why they say Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheswara. For another 1 hour, I will be your Guru. The quantum of learning happens only when you have true respect on a Guru sitting in front of you. Otherwise, nothing happens in your life. I repeat, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheswara. Adjust it for another 1 hour. Maybe now is an online Guru. I'm today your online Guru. So you have all the liberty to exit. But the question is, so Raju has so much of experience. Can I listen, which I may like or may not like? Can I be more patient to listen to him? At least I will learn from him how not to conduct a workshop. You can learn 2 things. One, how to conduct a workshop. Maybe your biggest benefit for you, if you don't like my workshop, at least you learn how not to conduct a workshop. Don't you think it is a wonderful lesson when you become a trainer? That's what I look at different perspective. I attend all workshops on the planet. Whether I pay or I don't pay, someone recommend me, someone invite me. I never ask the credentials of the faculty. Wow, would you invite me to a workshop? I don't ask what is the topic, what is the credential of the faculty. Then I jump in, I take a piece of paper and keep writing. End of the workshop, I ask one question, I get the answer, come back, I transfer that lesson into main diary. So I have 20 diaries for last 20 years. If I write a book, it would be 2000 pages with all my experiences. In my house is full of books. 3000 books I bought and 10 books I wrote. That is called, 20 books I wrote in last 2 decades. They are all my assets. I consider my books, my writings, which I write in my book, my diaries, I consider worth of 1000 crores. If someone want to buy me along with my books, my worth is almost 1000 crores. I'm not joking. That is called the power of learning. Okay. So now, so my dear students, today we are going to discuss very, very important topic, another 40 minutes. With the help of very powerful, highly structured PPT. I don't know how much you understand from the PPT, but I ensure the presentation would be highly interactive. Maybe you can, maybe without disturbing the flow, you can type. I don't know whether Ravindra has allowed the chat box. If any one of you would like to ask a question, Ravindra, please, ask them to raise a question. Ask them to raise their hand. You please unmute them because I want to listen them. Okay. So today I'm going to discuss a very important topic called 4 pillars of leadership. If you want to become a leader, what are the 4 important pillars you should lean on to? Say without 4 pillars, you cannot have the slab, right? RCC roof. You cannot have the room. You have only 1 pillar, you can't put the slab. Even if you have 3 pillars, you can't. All 4 pillars are very important for you to become a leader. Now the question is, how many of you want to become leaders here? There are 2 people. There are 2 sets of people on the planet: leaders who lead the country, who lead the planet, and 80 to 90% of the people just want to follow, just want to listen, just want to eat, just want to see the cricket match, not to hit a six. They don't want to play in the ground. They want to sit in the gallery and enjoy as they eat popcorn and ice cream. They just want to watch when Dhoni was hitting a six. But my point here is, how many of you want to become a Dhoni or a Tendulkar, like a Bharat Ratna? How many of you want to hit sixes rather than just sitting in the gallery and enjoying? So leaders, 10% leaders we have in this planet, 5 to 10%. Remaining 90% people want to just follow somebody else and they keep complaining. I don't have financial security. I don't have proper job. Now industry is looking, my dear friend, for the leaders. You may call, I want to become a software engineer. You may say, I want to become a pilot. But end of the day, each one of you should become a leader. Even you want to start a fancy shop or kirana shop, but be a leader in your community. The income what you get from the fancy shop is the subsidiary, supplementary, but the main income you get only when you lead your community. So we'll discuss some fundamentals that I call 4 pillars in my workshop. Okay, now I'll ask you a question. Please raise your hand. Ravindra may unmute. Whom do you consider a powerful leader in India? Take all independent history, all independence history, freedom fighting history. Whom do you consider a powerful leader? Anyone? Maybe a chat box. You can type it in the chat box. Whom do you consider in India? Maybe you can consider history also. Not right. Even if it is not, presently, if you don't consider anyone as a leader, no problem. Whom do you consider as a leader?
Tarun Kumar, it is unmuted. Shall I unmute them, sir?
Yeah, please. Anyone, just ask them to raise the hand. Yes, please.
Yeah, Tarun, you can
please.
speak.
Anyone. I want to have some interaction before I start.
Muhammad Awais. Yeah, Muhammad, you can speak. Else? Kanaka?
Anyone.
Unmute
Anyone can
yourself. Yeah. You're unmuted. Kushal?
Sir, Gandhi ji.
Who said it?
Kushal.
Kushal. Nice listening to you. I do accept that Gandhiji is a great leader. I will tell you some good things about Gandhiji as we move further in my presentation. Thank you so much. But my next sub question is, why do you consider Gandhiji as the leader? Anyone, including Kushal? Why do you consider Gandhiji as a leader? Because Gandhiji has died a few decades back, a century back, but still we remember him. Why do we remember Gandhi?
Sir, because he gave us freedom, sir.
Yes, excellent. But how many of you know how he could fight courageously decades together and sacrificed his whole life? And what are the qualities made him to fight for the country? Anyone? Simply you said he has fight for the country. I love him. I admire him. But why? What made him to fight for the country? Anyone? What made Gandhiji to fight for the country? If you know the answer for this question, I'm telling you, you're already a leader. I'll give a certificate. If you know the answer for this question, I consider you are already done.
Kumar,
you are a leader.
You can answer.
Pardon?
Yes, sir. Give me a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody else? Rahul?
What made Gandhiji to fight for the country? Entire workshop revolves around this question.
Tax of salt.
Pardon?
Tax of salt.
Act of?
Can you type it in the chat box? Can I continue?
Sir, Uppina Satyagraha. Tax of salt.
Oh, okay. Satyagraha. Now, my question is, what is the motivational factor for Gandhiji to fight for Satyagraha? What is the motivation for Gandhiji to get into Dandi Satyagraha? Those are the things, you should bring forward. I want them to just deep dig in why someone fight for something.
Kuldeep?
I want to get into the root cause. Then you can easily understand what values I'm talking about today as a leader. Okay, anyone? Okay, now let me continue. Gandhiji fought for the country not just because he's Hercules and a very, very powerful man physically. Gandhiji fought for the country because of his truly admirable values, my dear friends. I want to make it very, very clear. We have leaders and followers. I'm telling you, 5 to 10% in the whole world considered to be either a political leader or academic leader. Bill Gates, I consider industry leader, and he is the richest, not just because he has started a company, done a coding, he became a rich. No, because he is the industry leader, and as he earned the money, he served the community. Even he gives 10,000 crores to India. Cancer patients, AIDS patients. Why should he give money to India? Being an American, he would have given to his relatives. He would have given to his staff. 5 lakh members are working. Why he come to India, sit with Modi and spend his money for Indians? Have you ever questioned why Bill Gates give money to India? If you think only my Americans, my family members, no. So those are the leaders, go beyond the caste, creed, and religion, country, and they earn money. As they earn money, they spend to the community because they understand the true quality of a leader fighting for the cause and serving the community. That's all. Fighting for a cause. Gandhiji fought for the cause called freedom to my countrymen. And selflessly fought. No self for them. What will I get if I get a freedom? He has not taken up any prime minister role. But nowadays, people know just they give one water connection. Next day, they want to become a councillor. They come to your area. They provide 100 tap connections. Next day, they will come. Please, I have provided 100 connections in the colony. Please make me councillor. But Gandhiji fought for the country. Has he ever asked for a position? That is called selfless. So we'll discuss very interesting qualities in another half an hour. Thank you so much, sir, for that wonderful introduction. Yes, remember what we have discussed so far is leader is someone who fight for the cause selflessly and serve the community. That's all. Definition is very clear. So now, I consider for today's workshop purpose, I consider each one of you are default leaders when you born. Please write this. When we born, we are all leaders. But why we become followers? Because someone is following, let me follow. Because very comfortable, I'm following someone because I don't have to use my brain. There is no tension, there is no stress, and I can just keep my earplugs in. As I listen my song, someone is going in front of me. Wherever he is taking me, let me go. I enjoy my music. But if I have to be a leader, I have to remove my earplugs and observe where I am going, why I am going. Yeah, I have to ask people around me, sir, I want to go to Vidhan Saudha. Can you guide me? So that is the problem. People don't want to be self-reliant. People don't want to be leaders. They want to just get into some entertainment tool and follow someone. That is the problem with India now. I want to get a job and have a small house or a car and get married to a nice girl. My life is settled. Let me have a boy or a girl and just try whole life. I will try to make him engineer. I let him go for in another country. Then my life journey continues, earning. But that is not called the leadership. Leadership is making leaders under you. Again, I'm telling you, a biggest leadership quality is making leaders under you. Like Satya Nadella, sorry, why Bill Gates made Satya Nadella as a CEO? Because he has identified Satya Nadella as a great leader. Now Bill Gates is roaming around. See, look at the funniest part. So he simply gave up his leadership role because he got a leader under him, made Satya Nadella as a CEO. Now he keeps traveling around the country, around the world. When will you reach that position? Creating such a company and you recruit 100 Satya Nadellas under you, 100 Sundar Pichais under you, where you will be? Where you will be? One day in one country. Okay. So very interesting to discuss hours together on leadership. Any questions before we move on with my PPT presentation? Okay. Any questions? Otherwise, I will give 4 important statements to learn from anyone, to earn from any job. I'm telling you, 4 important principles to learn from anyone, to earn from any opportunity, to be happy wherever you go, and to be relaxed wherever you go. 4 principles are: whenever you attend a workshop, whenever you exit a workshop, whenever you come to college, whenever you bunk the college, ask this question: if I do this, will I be happy? You're bunking the college. You want to exit this workshop. If I exit this workshop, will I be happy? Okay, I will be happy because who listen all this jnana? But will my parents happy? If I bunk this workshop, will my parent happy? Will my Ravindra sir happy? He sweat for almost a week to arrange this workshop, calling me 10 times, asking me to finalize the topic. Yesterday night, we were having a trial run at 10 o'clock. What is the need for Ravindranath to do this? Sir, I am busy. Tomorrow we'll see. Why he has come online at 10 o'clock because he consider each one of you are more important than her children. Try to understand. This is called human value. Beyond his job, beyond his family, he consider each one of you are his family members. So will I, Ravindra sir, happy if I exit this workshop? Will I my grandfather happy if I bunk the class? If you think, if they say, sir, yes, I'm happy if you bunk the class, you bunk the class. It's not about you are happy alone. Your grandfather also should be happy when you bunk a class. Your father also should feel happy if you bunk that, then you bunk. Second question is, if I attend this workshop, will I learn something? Yes. That you understand. Yes, I will learn. Okay. If I attend this workshop, learn something, can teach someone like Raju teaching? Yes. Yes, you can learn from each and every one. Let us say, Rigveda says very beautifully, let noble thoughts come from everywhere, my dear student. Not only from Satyanarayan. You can learn from your milkman. You can learn from your vegetable vendor. But are you open enough to understand why this vegetable vendor coming to my house and delivering vegetables, not just for 100 rupees, because he loves his work of selling vegetables. That is called dignity of labor. So respect your milkman, respect your vegetable man, then you will become one more Satyanarayan Sundar Pichai. That is called dignity of labor. Okay. Can I learn from this workshop? Yes. Third one is, can I earn by attending this workshop in future? Yes, you can. You can conduct workshop like me and earn 1 lakh per 1 hour. There are trainers, they charge 1 lakh per 1 hour. You can become a trainer by attending all types of webinars and class and sessions in your classroom. Fourth one, after attending this workshop, can I learn some relaxation techniques? Can I be philosophical? Can I understand about this globe? Can I relax? Yes. So first one is, will I be happy? Second one is, can I learn something? Third one is, can I earn something in future? Yes. And can I relax? Yes. Because there are faculty members like me who have gone across, but still I feel wherever I go, even if I miss the train in Germany, I slept all night in the railway station. -4. Because friend who has invited me could not trace me in the railway station because I don't have the cell phone. In the Frankfurt, he has searched all over, went back. I was waiting at one corner. He has left. So next day morning, I took cell phone from some other passenger in the Frankfurt railway station. I called my friend Alex. He's working for German Employment Bureau. Next day morning, he has come at 8 o'clock to receive me. I never complain because my goal is to visit whole planet and meet students and help. That's why whole night without a blanket, I slept on the flight platform. I proudly say that. So if you want to be happy, if you want to learn, if you want to earn, my dear friend, there are a lot of barriers. Never ever get stopped, keep going. Okay, never give up.
Sir, there are few questions. Students have raised hand. Shall I unmute them?
Please, sir. Please, I'll be very happy to answer then and there itself.
Yes, sir. Kumar Swami, please unmute.
Good morning, sir.
Who is this? Please tell your name.
Kumar Swami.
Kumar Swami.
Kumar Swami, you look very handsome, like me.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you tell once again the full form of leadership, sir?
Full form of? Yes.
Meaning, sir.
Yeah, leadership or leader? Leadership. Okay, I'll define leadership. Leadership is an art of creating leaders. Very simple. Then you can ask me, what are the qualities of the leader? I will cover in the next question. Leadership is an art of preparing or creating the leader. That's what Bill Gates has done. That's what Abdul Kalam has done. Now, who is the leader? You can ask me. A leader is someone, I already told, who fight for the cause selflessly and serve the community. That's all. That is just a leader is someone who fight for the cause selflessly and serve the community. So if I run slides in another 5 to 10 minutes, Kumar Swami, you will get a beautiful definition for leadership. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Unmute Madapa.
Excellent, excellent. So can I move further?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, shall all of you take one resolution? Are you ready? Okay, yes, good. So one family, one planet, one life. I repeat, one family, one globe, maybe one world, one family, one world, one life. Please try to understand. Okay, so once you understand these three things, the next resolution is, oh God, let me, I don't know whether I could walk on the same path. I don't know whether I could walk on the same path tomorrow. Let me do something good today. Hey God, I don't know whether I could walk on the same path again tomorrow. So let me do good thing today, because I don't know whether I would wake up or not tomorrow morning. I'm telling you, including Ravindranath, I don't know whether I would wake up tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, because around 20 to 30 lakhs people on this planet, they die at around 3 to 4 o'clock early morning because of heart stroke. So today I woke up and I'm conducting workshop. Don't you think I'm so so glad, because God has extended my visa on this planet. Otherwise, I would have been in the other list where people die at 4 o'clock because of heart attack. So you should be grateful in each and every moment, just for breathe in and breathe out. Forget about all other things. Today breakfast is not good, weather is not good, this webinar is not going well because a lot of technical issues. But the biggest achievement you and me have, you and me together, breathe in and breathe out. All other things are bonus. Please try to understand. If you can breathe in and breathe out, your life is done. You are the most fortunate guy on this planet. If you could do effortlessly, you are the most happiest, healthiest, richest person on the planet. All other things are bonus. I repeat again and again. Don't ever complain and criticize for small things in your life. The life is important than anything, my dear friend. Please, 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 my dear students, breathe in and breathe out, selflessly, happily, is the biggest achievement that you do in every moment. Hope you understand what I'm referring. Please be grateful to the God for the life. All other things are a subset of the life. Okay, now let me move on with my presentation. Ravindra,
Yes, sir.
can you disable?
Yeah.
Enable my presentation.
I had enabled.
Ah.
1 second.
So, my dear students, with my folded hands, I request each one of you, please write some bullet points. At the end of my session, we can have a lively conversation. Whoever asks me right question will be in my heart forever, because your questions makes me more energetic. Your questions make me more powerful to conduct few more workshops in your college, in some other college. Your questions are very important. Your interaction is very important. Ravindra, have you enabled me? Yeah. Yes, thank you, Ravindra.
Yes, sir. Yes, we are able to see, sir.
Yes, wonderful. Excellent.
Great.
So, my dear students, I will run this interesting presentation for another 15 to 20 minutes. So, I don't go in depth by reading the lines, just enjoy my beautiful, well-structured presentation. You love to watch some of the slides. Watch. Can you see my presentation?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, my dear student, today my workshop is all about the 4 pillars of leadership. So, I will discuss what is the leadership, who is the leader, the qualities of the leader, and what are the 4 pillars I'm referring, with some examples based on the time availability. Can someone read? Someone as Kumar, I think, has asked. Can you read out the definition which I wrote on the slide? Can you unmute someone? Anyone, any participant can read the definition of the leadership?
1 second, sir. I will unmute them.
Please, at least one or two. Kumar Swami, please unmute Kumar Swami, because he only asked the right question. At the very beginning of my workshop,
Kumar
And
Swami.
now I'm the fan of Kumar Swami.
Yes, sir. Kumar Swami is
Thank you,
unmuted.
sir.
Yes, please, Kumar Swami, can you read the definition?
Yes, sir. Leadership is the art of inspiring a group of people to act toward achieving a common goal. In a business setting, this can mean directing workers and colleagues with a strategy to meet the organization needs.
Yes, Kumar Swami, if you take the photo shot of this no, definition, which not only means business setting, you can, wherever the business is there, you put the country. If you understand this definition, you not only can run your college as a leader, you can run your village, you can adopt a village and just try achieving common goal. See, it's inspiring a group of people to act towards achieving a common goal. Could be clean and I give you example. What is the common goal? So you go back to your native place, motivate 10 people who are all your classmates. You tell them, hey guys, I got 200 plants. Shall we plant them in and around our school? That is a common goal. Next day, your photo will be in the Times of India. Take 100 plants from the Bangalore. Go to native place in your next Pongal holidays. Motivate 10 of your classmates. Plant 200 small trees. But exactly after 20 years, when you finish your go back, those trees will become magnanimous, like 40 to 50 feet. People who sit under the tree, Are Yavaro Mahanubhavudi tree etc. Antaడు 20 years తర్వాత. నీ పేరు తెలీదు. He doesn't know your name. But Yavaro Mahanubhavudu, he has planted the tree. Now I am enjoying the shade and the fruit also. So that is the kind of leadership we want, Kumar. It's not about worrying about my salary, my life. The moment you think about the community, within 5 years, you will become the richest. I'll put it in a bond paper. Think about your village, think about your school, think about your faculty community. Can I do something to my faculty community? Can I do something to my school where I study? Can I plant 100 plants? You may not get the fruit, but someone get the fruit, they bless you. Hare Mahanubhavud avare esarra. He should live longer. You will live 100 years with 100 because someone has blessed you. If you bless yourself, you don't get it. Oh, I planted the tree. I should get an invitation from Modi because I planted the tree. I want a photograph. You won't get it. If you aspire only for yourself, you don't get it. But Ravindra should aspire for you. Oh, Kumar Swami is such a wonderful student. I love to talk to him. He will grow. Got it, Kumar Swami? Hope you understand. Hope you understand. Yes. Okay. So, leadership, people say leadership is, if one word definition for the leadership is influencing people for the right cause. The ability of leader is influencing people to act on noble goal. Influencing people to act on a noble goal, which could be freedom fighting for the freedom. Okay. Now someone has asked what is the leadership? Is a vision, having a vision plus followership and the quality of influence. Then is equal to is leadership. One definition from the internet I collected. Have a vision, have few followers, and you got the ability to influence people. I consider you as a leader. Like Ravindra got a vision to arrange world-class speakers to each one of you for this SIP. Ravindra got some followers because maybe his faculty or maybe family member, and he got influence to convince Satyanarayan Raju, you should come, Raju, and address my audience. I got influence. Now is equal to Ravindra is a leader. If Ravindra is not a leader, I would not have come to today's workshop. Ravindra, would you agree with me?
Sure, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Okay. Who is a leader? A leader is a person who has a vision, a drive, and a commitment to achieve that vision and the skill to make it. Not only vision, you need to have a skill. I will refer what skill I'm talking about in the next slide. Can someone read it? Ravindra, can you read it?
Yes, sir. A sign of a good leader is not how many followers you have, but how many leaders you create. Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah, my God. If you write this quote and start creating leaders under you, I am telling you, you can run business from Singapore. You don't have to sit in the India also. You can run 100 business like Ajim Premji. You can create an empire like Narayan Murthy. If you understand the true essence of this slide, my whole program related to only this slide. It's not about always how many followers you have, but how many leaders you create. That is called true leadership. Because leader is someone who never worry about his position. Oh, if I create under me, a leader, that fellow will occupy my chair. Okay, let him occupy the chair. I'll find one more chair because I know how to find a chair as a leader, right? You never worry about the competition when you create a leader. Beautiful quote. Leadership and learning are indispensable each other. Today, what you are doing, you are learning. Why you are learning? Kumarswamy, why you are learning to become a leader? A leader is someone always show interest to learn. A learner is someone who become a leader tomorrow. Both are interrelated. You can't find a leader without learning continuously. And a learner is someone tomorrow definitely will become a leader. If someone wants to become a leader, I'm giving you a shortcut formula. Keep on learning. The moment you wake up, read one quote from Bhagavad Gita. Early morning, read one quote Bhagavad Gita. And attend one webinar. Ask your Ravindra sir, can you give me some links? Today I want to learn something new. Get the link. Attend. Keep on learning. Read books. And I'm telling you, tomorrow you're leader. That's why they say today's reader is tomorrow's leader. You can write it down. Today's reader is tomorrow's leader. Such a beautiful quote, but we don't take seriously. I read every day 10 pages minimum. In my house, I have 3,000 books. My son got 1,000 books. I gave my son encyclopedia of mathematics when he was in 6th standard. When we both were walking on a road, I saw a book, encyclopedia of mathematics. My son and me going for a park. I asked that fellow, sir, actual cost is 2,000 rupees, sir. Today I have a need. Give me 100 rupees. That's all, 100 rupees. Encyclopedia of mathematics. So I told, not 100 rupees, I'll give 200 rupees. I gave 200 rupees. I bought that book to my house. Whenever my son got a problem in the maths, he referred that encyclopedia of mathematics. Even if you get 1 mark less in 8th standard, there is a fighting with mathematics lecturer. Both of them go to principal. Principal got PhD in the maths. Just for 1 mark. My son has never give up to get that extra 1 mark because he got a wonderful book at the right time on the maths. So as somebody has told, when I asked you, mentioned few leaders, someone has beautifully said in the group, the first thing comes either Mahatma Gandhi or Abdul Kalam. Either it could be most unfortunate or fortunate thing. We have 130 crores people. When I ask this question, many times people say Mahatma Gandhi. Can't you find some other leader? Are we fall short of the leader? Of course, we have a leader, but not a handful of leaders. Only 1 or 2. Many people tell me only Mahatma Gandhi. I asked this question 1,000 times. But the problem here is you never consider your father as a leader. Hello, my dear student, go back to your house and tell Papa, you are a great leader. You put me to a great college. I consider you as a leader. Consider your grandfather as a leader. Consider your uncle as a leader who has been selected as a government officer. Of course, Mahatma Gandhi is a leader. But unless you find out a leader in your colony, in your house, you never become a leader. Because Abdul Kalam can't come and teach you, but your uncle can teach you. Hello?
So one girl has written in the text, same thing, whatever you are saying. Shall I read it?
Yeah, please.
The name of the girl is Sandhya Gopinath. She has written, hello, sir. As per me, my father is my real hero.
Wow. I want to meet that girl when I come to your campus.
Yes, sir. He is an auto driver.
Yeah.
He is an auto driver. He makes happy everyone who travels with him each and every day.
Wow.
He is a leader. He is a warrior. He is a struggler to raise me and my family.
My God.
He
He's a leader,
struggled
sir.
so much. So as per my father is a super real hero or leader. I got a chance to tell him about today. Sorry to inform, my mobile audio and video is not in the proper condition. Great, Sandhya. Great.
Excellent.
Really,
Sandhya,
very emotional.
Today I became your fan. This is what I want to convey to each student who are assembled and who are attending my. Please consider first your father, mother, your uncle as a leader, slowly, when they influence you as a leader, you become a leader. Unless you accept people around you as a leader, you can't imbibe the qualities from them. You can't become a leader. Now, Abdul Kalam, okay, Mahatma Gandhi, Narayana Murthy, Sudha Murthy, they're all leaders. But unless whether you are waiting at the traffic signal, you can't find a police person. But you stop your vehicle. That is called integrity, honesty. Can you show these values to yourself? Being truthful, non-violence. You follow these attributes. I'm telling you, after 50 years or 40 years, people talk about you because they're all nothing but values. I'm not talking about their qualification, their asset. I'm talking about values because people will remember you because of your values, not for your assets. Okay, short video. Yes. Okay, there is a difference between managers and leaders. Managers just administer the business, but leaders, they innovate, they develop. They always, the leaders ask what and why, and they create ideas, they originate the ideas, and
Satyanath Raju, sir,
challenge the status. They always motivate you through challenging you. And yes, am I audible?
your audio is breaking in
Ravindra?
between. Sir, your audio is breaking in between. Maybe you can turn off your video so that we will get enough bandwidth so that we can listen to you very comfortably.
Now, how I am, sir? Am I audible?
Now you are now comfortable.
Okay. So
Let
as
us-
long as you could hear, please let me know. I'll run the presentation. After that, I will stop.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So 4 pillars of leadership is nothing but, my dear friends, very interesting pillars. First, every leader should have a goal or aspiration. The next one is have set of human values. Third one is time-bound actions. Means when I say action, it's a goal-oriented action. Fourth one is communication skill. If you can master these 4 pillars or 4 philosophies, 4 fundamentals, within a year or by before you complete your polytechnic or before you complete your BTech or master, whole nation, whole globe will admire you as a leader. It is up to you how much time you want to take to imbibe these 4 qualities. Okay, I want to become an IAS officer, not to have 4 cars, 4 bungalows, but want to serve my village. Like Nandita from MS Ramaya College of Engineering, 4 years back stood All India topper. When someone has interviewed her, why you became IAS, she told, I have walked 15 to 20 kilometers to go to my school and high school. Once I become an IAS officer, I want to serve my village. That is the only goal I have. She stood as a national topper, civil services. But do you have such goal? Nobody can stop you becoming IAS or IPS. I challenge and bet. Okay. So that is the call. Goal means I want to work for Google. That is the goal. Aspiration is I want to earn 100 crores like Bill Gates for the school. That is called aspiration. When you have a goal for the community, that is aspiration. That's first one. Second one, you are compassionate like Mother Teresa. People always say, I'm very passionate about computer, but you should be compassionate to have set up human values. I will quickly discuss in the next slide. The third one is you always should have a continuous effort. Okay, you don't know how to attend online classes. You should ask Ravindra sir which tool should use, and you should ask some of your seniors how to install that software and install in your laptop and put continuous effort how to attend online workshop, how to conduct online workshop to become a global faculty. Third one, always should have a time bound. Okay, not like that. I want to be IAS officer, not by the age of 40. I want to become an IAS officer by 25. You should have a time-bound, continuous action. The last one is communication skills. See, I always aspire to be a good communicator to propagate a message that each one of us on this planet should become a leader. Because the main attribute of a leader is communication. If I can't speak today, I would not have got the opportunity. If some of you consider me as a leader because of my communication skill, I always respect myself. Yeah, I can speak well. I can speak well. I can communicate anything. That is called leadership quality. The fourth one is communication skill. For that, I have enrolled into a Toastmaster movement in 2001, 2021, 2 decades. Every 6 months, I pay 5,000 rupees to global organization called Toastmaster International. Started in a car garage in California in 1924 by a Ralph Medley to help people to appreciate others. That's why they say toast. So whenever someone has done a PhD, people who come for the party, they raise the wine glass, they say, hey, and cheer up the person who has given the party. That's why they say toast, raising the toast, wishing other person called as a toast. So they started with an intention to raise the toast to the person who won the competition, but it became world-class public speaking forum, including Harvard and MIT, IIM, Microsoft have their own clubs to improve public speaking, my dear friend, for last 92 years. I am a member for last 20 years. Because of Toastmasters, I have visited 16 countries. So I am a distinguished Toastmaster where I have completed 200 well-guided projects on different community speaking projects. That's why I got a chance to conduct blood donation camps, planting trees as a project. Okay. So now I feel you understood these 4 pillars: goal, human values, time-bound, continuous actions, and last one is communication skills. So I will cover in another 5 minutes what are the human values I am talking about, which must be very important for the leader quickly. Ravindra, can you tell me when should I stop my presentation for QA? How
Sir,
much time you can give me?
No issues, sir. Please continue, sir.
Can I take 10-15 minutes?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Please. Now the time is 10:38. I will stop my presentation exactly at 11 o'clock. Then we will allow them. If you want any break, we can stop now and reassemble, whichever you tell.
You can continue, sir. No issues.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So my dear friends and students, now I'm going to cover very serious topic about what are the values leaders should have. This comes under universal human values. It is a big subject to be taught by various professors in IITs and IIIT Hyderabad who have been doing extraordinary research for the last 20 years. I'm so fortunate to have him as my mentor and a guru because I got one friend, Shivashankar from Ramakrishna Mission, has introduced me to human values cell in IIIT. So I am attending continuous residential workshop since 2011. Each workshop 8 days, morning 9 to evening 8. I have attended almost 10 times. 3 times 8-day workshop, 2 times 3-day workshop, 4 times 2-day workshop, including my family, with my family. So I take my car, go to Hyderabad, stay in Hyderabad, listen to Pradeep Ramancharla. His 500 videos are available in the YouTube. My dear student, if you don't understand some concept related to human values today, please go to YouTube, type Pradeep Ramancharla, IIIT Hyderabad. Okay, but some videos are in Telugu, some videos are in English. Please, you choose the language you want. Okay, next. What was the most happiest moment? Why I ask this question? Because when I say leaders should have aspiration, I'm telling you, aspiration is not something to become at the end of the day IAS officer and serving the community. All those things I understand. But why I should serve my society? Because when I serve society, I feel happy. Hello, please listen. When I serve my village, I'm happy. So my goal of serving my village is because I want to be happy. I want all my village members to be happy. So that is the ultimate human aspiration is, I want to be happy, my Ravindra to be happy. I want to be happy, Kumar Swami want to be happy. I want to be happy, all my participants today happy. That is called aspiration. That is called aspiration I'm talking about. So ultimate human aspiration, you can write it down. Ultimate human aspiration is Being happy. Yes, Kumar Swami. Yes, please unmute Ravindra. He got some serious question. Yeah, I think he want to share happiest moment, I think. Yes? Kumar Swami, do you want to share something?
Kumar Swami, raise your hand. I will unmute you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, your voice is breaking, sir. We can't listen you, sir.
Oh,
Little bit in
okay.
between there was, but now it has improved.
Yes, sir.
Oh, now?
Now
Now?
it is comfortable, sir. Please.
I think
carry.
I'll keep my mouthpiece very close to my mouth. Is it okay,
Yes,
Kumar
sir.
Swami?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good? Yeah, thanks for feedback. So what is happiness? The state in which I live, if there is a harmony, synergy in it, then I like to be in that state. See, whichever state you are in, if you feel like continuing, suppose you are listening to me and still you feel comfortable. You feel like listening some more time. That means you are happy. You want to sleep, you are sleeping, you want to continue some more time. The state in which you want to continue some more time, that is called happiness. Every human will have two prime aspirations, being happy and prosperous, nothing else. My dear student, only two aspirations each one of us have. Maybe if I ask you to write the desires, you may write 100 or 200. I'm not asking you desires. Desires comes under car, bungalow. I want world-class phone. I want iPhone 12. So you can have 100, they call bucket list. You can take a notebook and write 100 things. But 100 things won't come easily unless you have an aspiration is called happy. First, I should be happy with what I have. Then only things will come to you. First, you should be happy right now. And feel prosperous with your parents. Feel prosperous where you stay right now. Don't expect palace, Bengaluru palace. It won't come to you. So prosperity is something. I'm happy with what I have. You should feel I have more than what I really require. I repeat again. Prosperity is nothing but having a Bengaluru palace. Consider they are the rich, and you consider your house as a palace. And my God, I have a palace. Otherwise, there are people sleeping on the footpath. Hello. 30 to 40% people on the planet, they sleep on the planet, on the footpath without having the blanket. You consider you are so lucky and fortunate and prosperous. Yes, I feel like that. So I never have the regret. Okay. So now you see difference between skills and values. Many times you think, okay, driving the car, but why should I drive the car? And I always wanted to have a Mercedes Benz, but Maruti 800 is enough, frankly speaking. Why I want Mercedes Benz? Because I want to show off in the society. So now you need to understand skill, values, and beliefs. Now you see, need government job, driving a car, respecting everyone, study in IIT, teaching, being friendly. Many people cheat others, computer programming. All these 9 activities comes under skill, values, beliefs. The first one you tell me whether it is comes under skill, value, belief. You want to unmute and tell me. Now we will categorize. If you know how to categorize these 9 activities comes under skill, value, belief, you are done. Your life is taken care of. Anyone?
Yes, Aditya Balaji, you can unmute.
First one, need a government job to lead peaceful life. It is a skill, value, or belief.
Believe, sir.
Excellent. Who said it?
Aditya.
Aditya, thank you so much. You are very close to be an excellent world-class leader. You are very close to be a leader. The next one, driving a car.
Sai Charan,
Driving a car. Is it a value, belief, skill?
Sai Charan.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Yes. Driving a car.
Vidyashri, unmute yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Driving a car is skill, sir. Skill.
Excellent. You are a leader. The next one, respecting everyone. Skill, value, or belief?
Ronit,
Value, sir.
Excellent. So that means you people understood the difference between skill, value, and belief. Skill is something that you learn by practicing. Value is something that you get from your parents by practicing certain actions, noble actions. Belief is, okay, if I get a government job, I can earn on the table, below the table. Belief. My life will be secured. But all government officers are not peaceful. They feel like resigning. I see many people nowadays, IPS officer resign their job. But many of us think, okay, once I get selected as IPS, my life is taken care of. That is not the truth. It is a belief, because each one of us have our own aspiration, my dear friend. The job can actually give you food, not the life. Please understand. Your job just will give you food, not the life. Okay, now, see, if I categorize all that 9 skills, beliefs in the 3 vertical columns, you will understand. You look at it. Now, are you clear? Look at this slide. Now you must understand what are the skills I'm talking about, what are the beliefs I mentioned, what are the values I'm talking about. If you are very clear about skill, belief, and value, you are the true leader. You never get confused with your leadership skills. So beliefs always misguide us, but values show us the path. But we always get lost, like in the cyclone, flood. Now in the Kerala, we have a flood. These beliefs are like a flood. They always carry you into the ocean. Sometimes you don't know where you are going because of the beliefs. Beliefs sometimes will misguide you, but values always guide you toward the truth, toward the understanding. Okay, now your values always guide you, your skills and beliefs. You have a skill and you have a bunch of beliefs. Okay, I need government job, life is secure. Skill means driving the car, but you don't have the value and you got lost. But if you have a value called, I should respect everyone, you become an IAS officer. Imagine. And you will become #1 IAS officer in the world, because wherever you go, you respect auto driver, you respect your as an IAS officer. Every time you got out of the car, you thank your car driver, and you give an apple where you got the apples from organizer. You never carry that apple basket and give it to your driver. Abdul Kalam says always, he used to get apple baskets because he is the brahmachari. He won't eat outside. People used to give him apple baskets whenever he gives some guest lecture. He never took a single basket to home. They always know the moment he get out of the car, he give the basket to his driver. And once driver said, "Sir, why you give me, sir? Always you give." He told, "I have a salary of 50,000 rupees. I'm talking about 1985. I can buy an apple. But your salary is 100 rupees. You can't buy. Take it." It has touched my heart. It touched my heart. So I want you people to become like Abdul Kalam in terms of generosity, in terms of humbleness. You have enough role models, thousands of role models. Can you take one example, just duplicate it? Always they say Chinese are very good in duplicating. Why can't you be like a Chinese and just copy? Just copy a good leader in your community. That's all. Then slowly develop your leadership qualities. Initially you copy, later you develop your qualities. Okay. So your beliefs would influence you either negatively, positively. I must get a government job, but don't pray bribe. There are people who pay 50 lakhs to become a DSP. What will you do? Once you become a DSP after paying 50 lakhs, whoever comes on the road, put one case, criminal case, and you put them inside. You ask for 10 lakhs. No, because some murder case has happened, you are somewhere around. You have to prove yourself that you haven't committed a mistake. Give me 10 lakhs. Then they will allow you to go out. What happened? Because he has to recollect his money back, no? He has paid 50 lakhs to become DSP. So my dear friend, you don't be crazy and offer the bribe thinking that government job will give you life. No. Even without government job, working for a small garment factory, you can lead peaceful life if you have the values. Because one day you will become CEO for that garment factory. In the Yeshwantpura, they have a factory, 500 people. You have joined as a worker. You have joined as a supervisor. But you are so honest. You always go to that garment factory in time. 9 o'clock means 5 to 9. And you work half an hour extra. But your MD will observe your time and discipline. One day, you will become CEO of the garment factory. But whereas your friend got a clerk job in the government, he always worry about when he get the salary. And he always worry about who will give the bribe. No. So job is only for feeding our stomach. Your skill would help you to get a job or have your own enterprise. But values transform your job and life more meaningful and influence you to participate in this cosmic existence for the bigger cause. See, Jaggi Vasudev took up a drive, river, and planting trees around the river. He became popular. Modi wait for his appointment. If Modi want to meet Jaggi Vasudev, he has to wait because the Guruji said, I want to plant 30 crore trees beside the river. Whether he plant or not, that is a different ball game. But he became a famous goal. I want to see all my rivers are flourished, because once you have a trees around the river, you will get the more rain. Now you don't have the trees, you are not getting the rains. Then why can't you plant at least 5 trees in another coming 1 month? I'm giving an assignment to each one of you here. In coming 1 month, around your house, plant 5 trees. Then you call me. I will bless you to become a CEO. Just within 10 years. Your salary would be 10 lakhs minimum per month. Otherwise, don't call me. Take up this project. 5 plants around your house. See what will happen after 1 year. You will call me. Sir, I became a junior CEO. That is PA to CEO. It will happen because of your human values. Okay. I have few more slides. Okay. What is human value? An internal feeling that guides you to participate in the bigger order for a noble cause. You take the photo shot of it. This is the true meaning for the human value. Nowadays, people are talking about human value, but nobody knows exactly what value means. It's an internal feeling that guides you always like a light post to participate in the bigger order. For example, you are worried about only inside your class, civil engineering, you are worried about only civil. Imagine you have a value. You think about the college, not just a branch. Then you have a value. You think about the Rajaji Nagar. No, I'm a leader, sir. I'm a value-based person. Think about Bangalore. You will think about Bangalore. You are a bigger leader. So this value always push you to think beyond your comfort zone, beyond your only surname, beyond your relay. No, this value never allow you to be comfortable. It always forces you to work for the community because the value is universal, my dear friends. Satyamava Jayate. If you are truthful, you will get opportunities in any country before you finish your polytechnic. Be truthful, because whole world is looking for the value people, my dear friend, not just engineer or computer professional. If you prove yourself that you are concerned and care about the community, companies will come to your doorstep. Write down in a piece of paper. Companies will come to your doorstep if they know that you are 100% honest. Because when they join, they always wanted to steal something in the company. They want to. Such type of employees they are getting. But they ask me, Raju, can you find some honest student in your community? We want to make him as a branch manager. I get a call from industry head. Can you refer some value-based, truthful person? We want to make him as a center manager. Can you be one? Try to be one. There is no depth of work. There is no shortage of jobs. Okay, we are coming to close. So again, I just regarding money, prosperity is not having trucks or buildings. It's all about your feeling. See, I have a small house in Bhubaneswar Nagar, 2.5 cents. You know how much I paid for that? One of my friend searching for admission for his daughter. I helped my friend to get the admission in that school because I'm passing on the road. I saw a notice board. I went inside. I asked for application form. That day was the last day. I called my friend who is a real estate boss. Sir, please come along with your daughter. Today is the last day to get an admission in a famous school. He has come within half an hour. We filled the application. We submitted the application because somebody has dropped out. There is a and that girl name is Swarna got an famous school. I will tell you the school name later. And she has studied from 4th standard to +2. She went on to become study in Mount Carmel. Then asking for an American company. Every time I meet, they tell, because of you, I became a global professional. And they gave me site belong to their land for 500 rupees advance. Of course, later I took the loan. I paid the money back. See how things will happen? If you are helpful, things will happen like that. One day that person has come, "Hey, why are you not constructed the house?" I said, "I don't have the money." "Okay, I will construct the house. You give me money whenever you have." See the reality. I did not pay any money. He has come. He has, along with the plan, built a house in my site, constructed the house. I paid the money later. I never thought of having house in Bangalore, my dear student. Please believe me. That is not in my agenda. But someone thought about me. Someone wished me. Because of some reason of my helping nature, I got a house in Bangalore in the prime locality, close to Manyata Tech Park. Very close, very prime location now. But I never think that I'm the rich. Anytime I have to vacate this planet, anytime I have to vacate my house, anytime I have to vacate this planet, if God calls me, tonight I will leave this planet. I'm ready. Even I cannot carry my blazer with me. I'm telling you, I will go alone. I will go empty. That is philosophy. Okay. So I will move further. So these are the simple philosophical. If anybody asks you, who are you? Don't tell I'm an engineer. Philosophically, it is all about self is a driver and body. The body outer shell, but inside, who is that driver called self? Who is guiding you? Self. Is invest sometimes. Who am I? Who am I? You ask, you will get the questions. You will get the answers. But today we are not addressing all those questions because shortage of the time. But keep on asking. People say I'm an engineer. No. That is my job. But who am I? Human being. Okay, human being. I belong to category. But who am I? Ask this question. I am a flesh. I am a flesh, a body in a white or black color. Doesn't matter. I am a body with a driver inside called self. Who is guiding my body? Self. But how you want to make yourself powerful to guide you for the better cause is called self-knowledge. Write down. Self-knowledge. You need more self-knowledge along with the materialistic knowledge. We call this Polytechnic, B.Tech, M.Tech, all these things comes under materialistic knowledge. But what you need to become a leader is self-knowledge. Where will I get the self-knowledge? Through human values. We have a human values set at IIIT Hyderabad. Even I have a human values cell at my engineering college. So I keep training my faculty on human values because I strongly believe there is no end for the self-knowledge. Our life is not enough to know about ourselves. But you know, if you have 1% about yourself, I'm telling you again, if you know 1% about who is the self, or Raju is talking about, you will become the richest. I promise, 1% of self-knowledge can make you richest, wealthiest, happiest in all your village. Okay? Of course, it's a very vast subject. But self is nothing but, again, comprising of few human values. I'm boiling it down. Ravindra might be wondering, Raju is taking towards philosophical. I'm not. Self is comprising few values. I'm repeat again. Self is comprised of 9 human values. If you know, understand, practice these 9 human values, you can easily understand the self. Once you understand the self, he is nothing but a driver. It will take you, your body, anywhere you want. You want to go to Switzerland, it will take you. You want to go to Austria, yourself will take you. Because I have a dream and goal to go to Switzerland. When I saw some movie songs when I was in 10th standard, I asked myself, hey, self, can you take me to Switzerland? It took me just in 5 years. I don't know why. Myself is such a powerful. Anything I ask myself, it will help me. I asked, hey, can you make my son to be the topper in the college? It made me. Because I got universal knowledge, which I have transferred to my son. Right from the LKG till +2, he is the topper in every section. He is the vice captain in 10th standard. +2, he was the head boy for entire school, 4,000 students. Engineering, branch topper. Placement topper. University topper. Where it has come? Because I made him to understand self and body difference. That's all. I never took any class to him. I took him to IIIT Hyderabad for the human values workshop. He understood the power of self when he was in 10th standard. And as he is working from the home for last 1.5 years, he studied about the share market. He studied about the American economy. He studied about the economics. He studied about the IITs, IIMs. Because of his knowledge, he got the top placement in his college. Maturity levels I'm talking about. Highly mature because he knows the power of the self. That's all. So, my dear friend, so yeah, now you have to understand relationships. You need to maintain good relation with your body, with your family, with society and nature. Please take the photo shot of this slide. If you want to be a good leader, if you want to be successful, happy, energetic like me, maintain relations at the 4 levels. I love my body. I praise my body. I acknowledge my body because I relate to my body and self. Then I relate to my family. Family means not just my wife and son. All my mother, father, their brother, their sister comes under family. Third one is society. Like, Ravindra is member in my society. I have a society like noble faculty members. Ravindra is one family. I always, whenever I get some information, I share it with Ravindra because I consider him as a member of my society. I relate at the society level. At the nature, I go to Bandipur forest. I move around the trees and the plants. I hug the trees. I tell them, because you are giving me oxygen, I live on this planet. My dear tree, please live long, live long. I pray the life of the tree, and the tree pray life of me. That's why they say in Tirupati, when I go, I read one slogan, Vruksho Rakshita Rakshitaha. Vruksho Rakshita Rakshitaha means వృక్షాన్ని కాపాడండి, అది మమ్మల్ని కాపాడుతుంది. Save the plant, plant will save you. Golden statement. Vruksho Rakshita Rakshitaha. I truly believe. I go for a trekking. I go to Kanyakumari. I go to forest because I love the nature. I understood the power of the nature. I relate with the nature. Whenever I got 1 day holiday, I go to the trekking, into the forest because I love trees. I love plants. Without plants, I would not have survived on this planet because there won't be oxygen, won't be available. Because we keep on emitting carbon dioxide, where will you get the oxygen without tree? This awareness you should create, Ravindranath, in your college. Without tree, we cannot survive a single day on this planet. But the question is, what are you doing for those trees? Can you pour some water? Can you plant one more tree? Can you put some pesticides? And I'm telling you, your life is taken care of. Just take care of the plant. Okay, 9 values, take a photo shot. We are not discussing the values. I'm talking about self-knowledge. If you want to empower yourself, please practice those 9 values. Trust, believe people, trust people, and respect everyone. And everyone will respect you. Show some affectionate. You give some chocolate. Even if you don't have the chocolate, give at least glass of water when somebody comes to your house. Care. Not only about getting you seat in Polytechnic. If someone is struggling to get a seat in your Polytechnic next year, you show some care and guide them to join in your Polytechnic college. Show reverence to some of your family members who rose to the great life, like Ravi Shankar, Jaggi Vasudev, whoever doing good job, please show your reverence. And the glory is, please praise them. This is what we lack. If Ravindranath does some good job, after the workshop, call him and tell him, sir, you have arranged a wonderful workshop. And you can tell him, sir, we want a better workshop. You praise him. He will work with 200% heart. This is called glory. Means, see, even Vishnu needs Sahasranama. Lalita needs Sahasranama. What about you and me? We don't know how to glorify. We always glorify ourselves. I am great. I am super. But have you ever told that your father is great and mother and great, Ravindra is great, all other faculty are great? This is called one more human value. The next one, 8, please show your gratitude for giving, show gratitude to your parents for giving birth on this beautiful planet. First thing, please always, please show your gratitude to your faculty for arranging wonderful workshop as a part of ESIP. Show your gratitude. Even if you don't have time, at least write in a book every day 10 gratitude statements. I am grateful to my parents for giving me birth. I'm grateful to my faculty for giving me the knowledge. I'm grateful to my milkman because I got the tea. I'm grateful to my vegetable vendor because I can eat wonderful curry. Because how your mother prepared wonderful curry? Because vegetable vendor gave wonderful vegetable. Your mother could prepare nice curry. But how you got the vegetable? Thank vegetable vendor. So thank morning to evening. At least thank 10 people on day-to-day basis. The last one is love all. Love all. Don't hate anyone. Love all. The once you develop this feeling, you can love anyone in your community, in anyone in your village, anyone in your India. Entire community you can love. Love is the universal value. Okay. This is assignment. This is assignment. This is the last slide. I want someone to read it quickly. Last slide. Assignment for at least 1 month. Once you finish the assignment, please update Ravindra. Yeah, Manohar, can you read?
Lahari,
Lahari.
you are unmuted. Yes, yes, sir. She will read it.
Write down your physical requirements. Write down your self requirements. Write down your skills. Write down your beliefs. Write down your 5 values. Ask your friends 5 values they find in you. Express your gratitude daily to 10 people. Read autobiographies of noble leaders. Take up an challenging assignment in your profession and lead from the front. Take up a charity project to develop your village or poor people.
Yes, thank you. And when I say a physical requirement, I want a good pen. Okay, I want a good laptop to attend online classes. You write down all physical requirement. Leave it aside. The self requirement, I want a good respect from people. I want people to trust me. This is self requirement. So as you identify what are the self requirement and physical requirement, my dear student, self requirement doesn't cost you single rupee. If you want to be respected by people, you don't have to give them crores of rupees. You just respect them. I'm telling you a secret. If you want people to respect you, you respect them. If people want to trust you, you trust them. So if you know self-requirement and feel that my self is fulfilled, all physical requirement automatically will come. Automatically will come. The self requirements are nothing but I want everyone to love me. I want everyone to trust me. I want everyone to show affectionate. How they will show? First, you do it. You show affectionate, be affectionate to them. You take care of them. You love them. All your self requirement will be fulfilled when you be proactive. The next one is important point in this slide is ask your friends. Hey, ask 5 friends. Hey, what are the values you find in me? They will tell you. Hey, you are honest. You are disciplined. They will tell 5 to 10. You collect from 5 people, 5 into 5, 25, make a statement. You look at those values, which are correct, narrow down, remove. Finally left out 3 are your. First list up, write down a statement with the help of your friends. Please be grateful to 10 people. The last one is take a project of planting trees or clean and green, whatever you can do in your Dasra holidays, or maybe next Pongal holidays or Christmas holidays. Take up a small project for 1 week. Spend 3 to 4 hours. Enough. Okay. I think the program is over. Question and answer session. Very nice. I had a great time. I want to thank Professor Ravindranath for giving me a beautiful opportunity of interacting with budding leaders. Just they are in Polytechnic of the first year. By the time they finish their Polytechnic, I'm sure they will hit the headlines, provided they should practice the values. I thank management of your MA Government Polytechnic College, started in 1958. I truly feel privileged and honored to address students in such a oldest college. So I thank my parents for giving me this wonderful birth on this planet, providing me knowledge, wealth, health, to serve the community the way I am doing right now. So Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Now its session is open.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Dear students, if you have any doubts, you can ask. If any of the faculty members of our institutions are present, please raise your hands. I'll unmute you.
If Ravindra sir, you can ask them to even to type in a chat box.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, whichever question you feel relevant, you can read out.
Yes,
my dear students, my humble request, whatever question you have, make it very simple and type it in the chat box, and I will share my email ID and WhatsApp number. Feel free to ask any question related to your career, leadership, and values. Ravindra, can you?
One question is there by name Bharat. He has asked, sir, whether the leader is a born or a leader is a made one.
Leader
it
is
all- whether he
made.
is self-made or he is born.
made. Leaders can be made.
Yeah. Leaders can be made.
Leaders
Thank
can be made
Hmm.
in such a way based on the parental values, a society where he grew up, actually influence to imbibe certain qualities.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, Mahatma Gandhi's father might be a leader, but he cannot just become a leader by simply sitting at the home through DNA. So Gandhi came out of the house, fought for the country, then he became a leader. So Gandhi is made more than born as a leader. He is not a born leader.
Yes, sir. Priyadarshini,
Yes.
you can unmute. Yes.
Good
can
morning,
ask-
sir.
Yeah, who is this? Can
Thank-
you introduce?
Priyadarshini.
Yeah, Priyadarshini, carry on.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for your wonderful speech.
Any question?
Yes, sir. There is one question. What's your dream? Is your dream is fulfilled?
Excellent question. My favorite question. I want to see my India having world-class universities with good faculty like Ravindra and so many eminent faculty working for those universities. People from other countries should come to India. How we are going to US? All the people from all the countries, like how our we have a Nalanda University thousands of years back. People used to come to Nalanda University and study. Like that, I want to see India emerging as an education hub. People come from other countries and study, start companies in India and produce employment. Like Microsoft, Google, all those companies can be started in India because people who are working in those companies are Indians. The Microsoft CEO is Indian. Google CEO is an Indian. Suppose if they are given a chance to study in India with world-class university, they won't go to USA. So I want to see my India educational hub, industrial hub, and every student should have 3 appointment letters, 3 job offers minimum. That is my goal. I want to see before I leave this planet.
So-
That is my aspiration and goal.
Great, sir. Great. Sir, there is one boy called Kishan, very interesting boy. He want to share about leadership quality.
Hmm.
So I will unmute him. Kishan, you raise your hand. Kishan. Okay, great. You turn on your video, boy. I wanted to see you. Kishan, you can. You
Sir,
can.
as I had said before, there is a problem in the camera, sir. So
No problem. Okay,
it's
okay, done.
bit unable.
Thank you.
So as you had asked, Sir Satyanarayan, sir, in the beginning, a leader should have some qualities, bunch of qualities to become a leader, leadership qualities. So regarding that, I got a story I had read somewhere in the internet or Instagram or social media, somewhere I had read. So I just wanted to share that a woman in Maharashtra named Vitabai Narayan Gaokar. She is a Lavani dancer. Her dedication to the dance was such devotion or such great that her father used to take the money to fill his loan and ask her to dance. And she was a tamasha dancer during about 70s or 80s, somewhat like that. So she was pregnant. She was 9 months pregnant. And her father had fixed the program for her, and he had already taken the money to fill his loan. And she was very good, very nice that she accepted, okay, I'll go. And she even took one of her sisters, and she was dancing. And by the way, the doctor had said, no, please don't do that because you are 9 months and the baby is about to come out. She said, no, my father had promised them, no, I will go and dance. She was dancing on the stage and the pregnancy, the baby was almost about to come and her pain, the stomach was starting paining. So she was dancing although. And the people were so cruel that they were not allowing her to go out also. She couldn't tolerate the pain and she went aside. And the baby was out actually. She had a normal delivery with no one around her. And after that, when her co-dancer was dancing on the stage, people started throwing stones on her. No, we want that woman. Bring her out. And then, believe me, the baby was out and the umbilical cord was still attached to the mother womb. She
Good.
was.
Your story is good. Finally, I want to know what you want to convey the message.
Yes,
Very briefly.
I'll come back to that. I'll come back
please.
to that.
Quickly.
And she takes a stone and separates the umbilical cord from her by hitting the stone on that, and she dances. So I want to convey that a leader should have a sacrificing and dedication to the work. When you sacrifice your things and you dedicate yourself to that work, then itself you can achieve something. So as the leaders, freedom fighters, Subhash Chandra Bose, Gandhi ji, and so, they had the power to dedicate themselves. They dedicated themselves without food, without rest, and so. They sacrificed their family. They sacrificed many things. So then they became a leader. So a leader should have a sacrificing quality and a dedicating quality as Vitabai Narayan Gaukar. So I personally predict her as, if she were as the leader, I think she would rule the world like anything.
Excellent. What is your name?
Sir Kishan.
Kishan.
Kishan, yeah. Kishan.
Kishan, you have very nicely, very briefly explained with relevant example. And all our students, and including me, were so lucky to see a leader in you.
My pleasure, sir.
I'm sure very soon you will hit headlines of the newspaper.
Great narration, sir.
My pleasure, sir.
Great
My
narration.
pleasure.
Extraordinary.
My pleasure.
Keep sharing inspiring moments like this.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Kishan. Yeah, anyone would like to ask any question briefly? Either Ravindra or myself, anyone can answer. Ravindra also very good in this subject. I did not tell each one of you. Ravindra is one of my favorite faculty. Because we both have associated in some noble forums where we learn together human values by some other faculty members. We spend considerable time to work on this subject for last 3 years. Thank you, Ravindra, for choosing me to share very important topic today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for thinking that there are no more questions. If the students demands, we will have another session of Sri Satyanarayana Raju sir. With his kind availability, I will ensure the students.
Dear students who are present right now, 140, I have pasted my number in the chat box.
I will share that. Sure.
Yeah. If any one of you want to share any example from my workshop or from your learning related to human values and the leadership, any suggestion, any feedback, anything, either WhatsApp message or email, I am the best person to respond to your messages. Anything related to your career, values, leadership. I'll be very happy to get some feedback to my WhatsApp. That is my WhatsApp number. I understand that right now you may not be able to give me feedback, but otherwise any one person can share how you felt about today's program. 1 minute feedback.
Yes, sir. Last one boy or girl, we will give the permission to share. Please raise your hands. I'll unmute quickly. We have another session, you know. Yes. Kumar Swami only has raised his hand. Let me unmute him.
Yeah.
Yes,
Kumar Swami.
Sir, no combination of 26 alphabets can match it.
Okay.
So you liked workshop?
In our single statement only, he has done everything.
Excellent.
And one more boy is there. Prashant, please unmute.
Thank you, Kumar Swami. Yes, Prashant.
Prashant, go ahead.
Experience, what are the complete leader value of complete leader in your experience?
Very good.
He has a question, sir.
Yeah, complete value of being a leader is being truthful to yourself. being truthful to yourself, whatever you do.
That's all.
Hmm.
Great.
Even
great.
you want to steal some article from somebody's house, being truthful to yourself, because somebody can watch you day in and out. You always ask, would I be happy by stealing this? Would I be happy crossing the zebra cross when police was not there? So leader is someone always being truthful to yourself. All other things will automatically happen. That's why they say, Satyameva Jayate. Satyam rules. Satyam wins. And who practices the Satyam is considered to be ultimate leader on this planet. You know, the core value of Mahatma Gandhi is being truthful. Nothing else. And his ideologies, his autobiography is considered as a textbook in around 100 universities. More than that.
Yes, sir. Thank
So
you.
maybe in future, many universities consider your life story as a textbook if you are truthful to yourself. Hope you got the answer, Prashant. Excellent.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So there is one more boy. I am sorry, Praveen Yadav. We will consider your request in the next lecture because we are running out of time and I would like to conclude the session. Definitely, the time is not enough. Sir has given the presentation almost for 2 hours. 9:30 we had started, maybe 9:40. Now it is 11:23. So I'd like to say only few lines about Sri Satyanarayan Raju sir. He is really a favorite inspiration for me. He is the role model for me. The points, whatever I have learned, I have written it because I have learned it, and few of them I'm practicing in my life also. I'd like to highlight these points. In his speech, whatever he has discussed, one family, one world, one life. Very fantastic statement. Even if we inculcate one statement from his entire speech, our life will be, definitely we will flourish in our life. Then don't complain, criticize, or don't criticize anybody. Leader is one who creates the leaders. Very emphasizing statement. Today's reader is tomorrow's leader. The value of book reading he has emphasized here. Service to mankind is the service to God. Definitely in his every statement, he has emphasized on this. Then the story of Toastmasters Club, really it was very interesting. And he said, happiness is directly proportional to the amount of service you give to society. The amount of service you give to society, it decides your happiness. Then generosity, role models he has given, Abdul Kalam, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, very fantastic. Then examples of the human values. Values allows us to always work for the society. If you're really following even a single value in your life, it will make you to work day and night without sleeping for this society, as sir said. Then persons with value, definitely if as a student you have a particular value in you, company will come to you and knock your door. Very important statement, try to understand it, because whatever in these 15 days of sessions, he has compressed in a single session and he has given a fantastic presentation. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I'm telling you. And he has even given the life philosophy. Life, body and mind. Mind is nothing but the self. Its discussion only brought both of us together. Really, this is the coincidence when I became a friend of Sri Satyanarayan Raju sir. So you just observe his physical health. See, only from the words of the speaker we cannot learn. We can learn from the body language of the speaker also. You just observe his body. He is 50 plus years, but looks like he is 40 because of his everyday effort. He goes for walking, he does exercises, he loves everybody more than that. Because of that, he is having such a very good health. I just always wish that he maintains a very good health throughout his life. Maybe definitely on this platform, I like to declare 100 years he is going to live. So last message is save plant, and definitely plant will save you. Nature awareness he has created in a fantastic way. The words are not sufficient, as one of our students said, to describe whatever he has told. I told you, no, last sentence I'll tell you, all the 15 days, our intention, total focus, what we want you to learn during this 15 days sessions, he has compressed powerful package of 2 hours presentation. Thank you very much, sir. So on behalf of our college management, principal, head of departments, and all the faculty members and the students, once again, I thank you, sir. I pay my sincere gratitude to you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Ravindranath, for your wonderful compilation and mentioning all good points I spoke for last 2 hours, and you have nicely comprehended with a wonderful heart and beauty of your mind. Says I can understand where you speak all those words with a smiley face, with a sense of gratitude. I'm so happy to be here at this wonderful forum. I'm so grateful to your students for listening me for 2 hours. I thank to you and to your management for giving me this wonderful opportunity.
Thank
We'll
you,
meet
sir.
again very soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.